Hello, just I did something stupid, but it's happened in programming, and I'm gonna show you in the first of all in the main program when we generate the baby, we have to call the fitness of the population as well, because the fitness of the calculation of the population is just check the maximum fitness. And the other thing about DNA is the DNA baby, we have to send it again items, because always we need items for calculation of the fitness items. That's why we have to say items and maximum weight. I'm not using the different, but it's good to you if you know is the I'm going to say new baby, and just the maximum weight. In the DNA I don't need that DNA anymore, this construction I don't need that anymore. And what I'm gonna do here, and just okay, just a little bit change just for the reading the better the code. I'm gonna just system.out print. I'm not printing them, I'm just actually is in generating algorithm. I was on a Slack, you make a mistake, but I'm not sure, but one of our classmates say we shouldn't choose because I shouldn't choose the randomly from the mother gene and father gene. I mean, not what is the choosing flag? Choosing flag is the 0 and 1 is the probability, and the random is going to be the index of the gene. I always can just say, okay, choose the J and choose the J from the gene. Some of them is been chosen by mother, some of them they're chosen by father randomly. This is our program at the right time at the moment, and we choosing randomly from mother and father. We don't put the fitness. We don't, because in the future I'm gonna have a mating pool and put mother and father is, for example, 10 times mother and 1 time father. And that's why when I choose the mother and father fitness, as I believe fitness has to affect the probability of the choosing the father and mother. That means father and mother who have a better gene have to have a better chance of the producing the children. But here we just choosing from the our population randomly without checking any fitness. I don't bring any fitness, but you maybe is good for the future to just try it and just maybe different problem getting the better solution anyway. And here I just put it to say every time calculate the fitness. And in the calculate of the fitness, I forgot to here I have to say for every item DNA calculate the fitness again. That's why I'm going to run the program. Hopefully this time will give me good answer, and just run it. Yeah, 540, 574, 649, and a little bit waiting for the getting better. I'm sure this program is running in the right way, just for the basic genetic algorithm, not just to getting the idea about how to creating the baby. If it was color, and the baby would be, the baby wouldn't be the mix of the 0 and 1 as a blue and false, false of true. It would be the index of the baby is going to be, or DNA baby, the item in population going to be, each of them going to be 1000 array, 1000 array of the each array, each item in the array keeping the item of the color, keeping the index of the color. I'm going to explain about a little bit about that, and that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna just bring the paint, maybe we just a little bit, we say paint, and okay, this is the, if you imagine if you have one color, and it is the our colors, and each color has the 3 value of the RGB. Okay, but the index is 0. We don't change this for the assignment. We don't change this index. We just keep it as we read it from the file, and we just this is this is going to be 1. And for the one solution, or one people, or one person, or one baby is going to be, for example, 732. That means the pointing of this item. The next one, this is this order after this one. For example, is going to be 42, and is offer is pointing this one, and this one, for example, is going to be 8, is pointing this one, and the other solution is going to be different order of the index. That's what we're gonna do is just mixing for the knapsack. They are just going to be 0 and 1 because the order is not important. But here, order is important because we want to keep the color. Is the, for example, this one 201, and just is offered to this one. Here is the index of the 201, and the inside this one is going to be the RGB as a color as well. This one is going to be to baby. This is going to be the population 0, and the next one is going to be population is the array of the solution, and this is going to be population 1. When we create a new baby, it means we just create the new solution. Our solution is going to be one array of the 1000 integer. That's every item is pointing to the color. That's why we keep the color as a main data, and just we gonna find the best solution with the genetic algorithm. What we're gonna go to create create the new baby. Well, this is the way, I believe, and you just keep the one array as a solution, like this one is, imagine, is going to be the baby, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to just copy of the color. Imagine is a called permutation, and I just going to have another after copy the color and everything to here, just because I don't want to change this color. I don't want to change it, and just exactly the same. Okay, what I'm going to do from here, okay, randomly, I just choose the random between every time between 0 and 999, and I'm gonna just for example, it's count 543. Okay, I'm gonna just put this one here, 543, and again, but what I have to do, if imagine is a 543, okay, this one always has to be changed. Every time has to be -1, because I have to remove the item 443. Okay, this gonna be inside of this one. I have to correct it a little bit. I think I'm tired of making mistake again. 543 is not the index. Is the array of the index of the color. We have to remove this number from the array to not choosing for the next time, because we already choose it from here, and every time we have to remove the index of the color. This 543 is going to be is this permutation. I'm talking about this one. I'm calling with the color. It has to be array of the between 0 and 999, and just every time we choose one item, it's like a permutation. It doesn't relate to any of the number of the color. Just between 0 and 1000, every time I choose one of them and put as an index, is using as an index.